Hey guys, welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. The ending of that last episode, wow, that was something else. Like I said, I only played this game a little bit, probably about 4 years ago. So I don't really, I remember one joke in this game, and I'll point it out when I get to it because I don't quite remember where it is, but I'll know it when it happens. So. Hopefully you guys are getting lost in this too, because I am, and I enjoy that. That's why I like doing blind or semi-blind playthroughs. So, let's get back on the road. Get back on 65 heading north, then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. Alright. So, we're going to get back on 65, head north. There's the burning tree. Factory, is this it? A creek runs alongside the highway and turns towards a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. The edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign partially obscured by trees reads Artificial Limb Factory. So this is it. So we want to take the very first right. Oh, well, I'm guessing this is the right it wants me to take. Let's see, on-ramp. Alright, I think this is it. Act 1, Scene 3. Elkhorn Valley. Let's check in on old Blue. I'm going to do this every chance I get, guys and girls. Conway brushes some dirt off Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Hey, you got something on your hat. Been digging in Lisette's flowers again? She just can't keep you out of there, can she? Alright, well, let's go exploring. Entrance. Oh. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Huh. Yeah, it is. It kind of is an emergency. Inaudible from the phone. But can I trust him not to just change the locks? Yes, and I appreciate that, but... Always with this kind of response when you're talking to somebody on the phone. Well, unless that's like, the electric company. In that case, you fucking yell. You scream. You find a way to spit through the phone and onto them. Bunch of assholes. Shannon hangs up the phone and puts it away. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light on, and I'm looking for the on-ramp to... Oh, those are two very different responses. So, well, do you believe in ghosts? Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? Yes. Sure, I guess a person could. Sometimes I feel haunted myself. What haunts you? Bad decisions, I guess. Wasted youth. Calling me out, game. Well, look. Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lisette's Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. You're making a delivery into the mine? Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady, name of Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, and so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez. Do you know her? So you saw her tonight. I know Weaver. She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. Well, Weaver's not a puzzle. She's a mystery. So what are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. What are you looking for? I'm not exactly sure. I have a few ideas. I'll know it when I see it. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now, all told. I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay here, though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else, we've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Sure, let's look around. All right, things are getting weird. The way I like 'em. Oh, don't make me leave blue. I don't want to leave blue. I like blue. Oh. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. Give it a whirl. Is anybody down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens. Coal scrip, you know. And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the area up, well, you have to put a token in. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed. Here. Set up that lamp of yours, and I'll go unplug these ceiling fans. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well? Okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. That's basically how I make these videos. Rub a finger. Let's hum a deep tone. Since I can't whistle, I'm going to live vicariously through Conway and whistle. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. Bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with a cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and we can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? I had breakfast with Lisette. I just had coffee. She talked about her late husband, Ira. Then we just sat there for a bit. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. You're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. Breathe and think about the road. Think about a moment when I was younger. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. Let's visualize a hot meal. Conway breathes and relaxes as a peal of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Act 1, Scene 4. Elkhorn Mine. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay. Are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's fine. Just try to stand up. Careful. I'm right here. Damn. Don't worry. I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here. Let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out one of the auxiliary exits, if there are any. I think there are. What about Weaver? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So, the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Okay. Oh, didn't want to do that. What am I supposed to do? Stuck. There we go. Ah, this game is really... It's great. Although playing this might mean that Oxenfree pops up on the channel or a stream sooner than later. Oh, nope. I want to do that? I don't know why it gave me the option. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself, but this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? I guess so. Looks like they finally drained it, or maybe it just drained off on its own. The water came in pretty fast, and a lot of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I've only heard parts of how it went from there. Sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. But there was gossip, too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off, but even then it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... You lost some people down here, didn't you? We all lost people down here. Well, not all of us, but most of us. It doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks. If the water hasn't damaged it too much. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntables from the company store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place, or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is which down here. It's all so dim and gray. She connects 2 clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... The pendulum and the casket, the bat feeder, and the scarecrow. Let's see what happens. Let's go with the pendulum and the casket. God, this is bizarre. I love it though. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Thanks to all the friends who sort of supported me doubling down and just playing the games I want rather than going the route of just trying to get as many people as possible to watch. Tape player. A dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. Okay. So that might be, uh-oh. That ain't good. Let's see if I click on it again. Alright, so it won't let me. What the fuck? Oh, no. Oh, I didn't know those were still down here. What was that? Look, there's a tape player down there. One of those old reel-to-reel setups. No shit! When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time down here recording miners' songs. Really academic ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they'd get someone on lunch break to sing into their microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivist some coal script tokens to pay the miners for their songs. What happened to them? They got out. When the flood came, they left. Alright, just for the sake of clarity, let's do the creepy thing one last time. Alright, I guess we're going back. That was incredibly unsettling. But I also loved it, so, you know, I'll take it. I think we're almost back at the turntable. Yep. She connects the clips. We're on the track between the pendulum and the casket, so let's try the bat feeder and the scarecrow. Alright. Onwards and upwards. Hopefully there's no creepy ass radios down here. Broken track. The tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any farther. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. No creepy noises. Alright, just to be positive. Alright, so we gotta go back. That was kind of a weird, mildly disappointing after the creepy radio and the miner songs. But I guess it can't all be, you know, that wonderful. We're on the track between the bat feeder and the scarecrow, so well, what we want to do then, we would want to go back and go forward. So we're going to spin me right round, baby, like a record player. And we will see what happens at the end of this one. Alright, and we are moving forward. I'm really glad I chose to do this game. I hadn't really thought about it, and then it just kind of popped into my head one day. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to go backwards and, try to finish this game now, because I didn't before. I do think an act has been released since I played it last, so that's how long ago it was, because I think that came out a while ago. The exit! Let's get it going. Thank God. Okay. Let's go. I've had enough of this creepy-ass place. The tunnel where the tracks are broken. I'd like to take a look down there. Oh, so I have to leave her. But I get to choose who says it. Okay, we'll let her say it. Sure, okay. I'll be right here. This seems like a bad idea. Oh, interesting. Didn't expect that. Helmets. Uh-oh. What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, it's Blue. And me? Come on, Blue. The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Let's open the red one. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal halls. Oop, I didn't mean to open the blue one yet, but the notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be an esoteric German shorthand is actually a love poem written in anagrams. Conway opens the green book. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks collecting pieces of... Oh yeah, this place. These notebooks are labeled with Marquez. No, Weaver's parents are the archivist, sorry. My parents were miners. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind me hitching a ride, do you? I kinda got a lift out here and wasn't sure if, when I'd be heading back. I can drive. Yeah, maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I still need to find the 0. Well, it's like I told you, Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Or maybe you just weren't listening closely enough, and that's not exactly what she said. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan. Right at Wax and Peonia? How the hell do you pronounce that? In the back of the bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. All right. I think I'm just going to play this right up to the whenever it says the act is over. I feel like I'm probably getting pretty close. Oh, blue. Up truck. There we go. Conway moves on. Yes. Moving on. All right. Let's just double check. Up north a ways by the lake, right where... Yeah. It's a big bait and tackle shop. So just north. So we'll go... north. Well, that ends. So let's see. Not giving me anything. Maybe... this way? Nope. Nope. Let's see, I don't want to spend too much time on this section. Okay, so I can't go that way. Well, let's look at the roads. Raider Hill Road. Let's see. Okay, so let's look at this again just because I feel like I'm lost. Wax Road meets. So let's look for Wax Road. It said north though, didn't it? Am I crazy? I swear to God it said keep going north. Sorry about wasting time and driving around, guys. I'll try to cut this out as best I can. Okay, so I can't go that way. Let's go. Let's cut across. I am directionally challenged, by the way. So yeah, that's not where I want to go. Well, let's just drive around a bit, see what happens. Guitar player, no, as much as I want to stop, I don't want to drag out this one too long. So one more time. That's the farms. From Marquez Farms. Okay. So let's... So from here, we want to go up north a ways by the lake. Okay. Well, where the hell's the lake? There's the factory. Let's see. I'm looking for something that tells me there's a lake. But that don't look like no lake I've ever seen. Alright, got an idea. We're going to do this one last time, and if not, figure it out. It's kind of oddly peaceful, though. Maybe over this way? Let's see. Mammoth Cave Road. Museum. Netta Road. Nolan Dam Road. Airplane. Alright, I am completely lost. Oh, wait. Aha, we're on the right path. Bait shop. Found it! Woo! Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, minnows small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into the grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is closed. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electric components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are set up on a rough wooden table. She flips a switch on the power strip. They're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. I ask her about Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading, slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Keeps staring. The screen is cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away or miles. He is adrift on black water, traveling swiftly toward a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. Alright, so now we gotta head back to the farm. Which now I know where I'm going. So this is a little bit easier. I like the little sound effects and stuff that go on when you're driving and you pass things. Alright, guys, we're going to call this episode here. We got one more after this. No idea how long it'll be. Hope you're enjoying this weird-ass journey, because I am too. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever it may be. We'll see you again. Hey guys, welcome back for a little more Kentucky Route Zero. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. I love how odd it is. I love how unique it is. I love the weird, spooky vibe, but it's a different spooky vibe, and it's just... I know this came out first, but it does. It keeps making me think of Oxenfree, which now I'm seeing the influence from one on the other, and I'm sure I'll talk a lot more about that game in the future, if I don't play it. I won't let me go forward. There we go. All right. Hopefully she's here. I like the random owl. I love the music and the ambiance of the game. Like, that's not necessarily always filled with music, but rather just simple sounds. Alright, Shannon, what do we got going on? So, this is where she was? Yeah, makes sense. This was where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? Well, as far as feelings go, I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that, until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too, a lot of it, all tuition. How'd she pay it off? She didn't. She had no income. None of them did. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook, got a clear sense of how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. Till tonight. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Huh? Okay. I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there? Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lisette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. Something spooky gonna happen. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Look like they've been in a swamp or something. A swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. Just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? A little to the left? Damn, okay, here. I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There, just gotta turn it north, south, and... Uh-oh. Looks like I'm finding Route 0. Creepy. Oh, well, hey guys. This episode's going to be really short. Maybe you'll get another video on top of it. Have a good night, I guess. Should have just kept playing the end of the last one.